Up 40 Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hajime no Ippo chapters 1262 and 1263. So last time I covered this manga, basically we finished up the Mashiba fight, which was glorious. I loved learning about Mashiba's weaknesses, and seeing him overcoming them was just an incredible thing to see, especially since those motherfuckers were trying to play dirty and get Mashiba angry and just have him snap the fuck off, which I'm glad he didn't do. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens next. So we're at 1262 first, which is titled One Short. An incredible, overwhelming win. Koreku interrupts over Mashiba's victory. A third round, 1 minute 56 second KO. Yeah. Mashiba brilliantly defends the OPBF title. He demonstrated the insurmountable gap in strength with an easy victory over the Japanese champion, widely regarded as a formidable fighter. I thought Mashiba was just rushing in, but he finished up the match quick and easy. Color me impressed. I gotta say, though, that was one lousy KO. You think Ika-kun's still alive down there? Oh, I don't see Marin anywhere. I guess he abandoned his own fighter and left. I already knew he was that kind of guy, but once again, I'm reminded of how heartless he really is. And the coach lending Ika his shoulder is limping. Apparently he hurt it in some accident. He was having trouble even holding the mitts too, and then Marin appeared out of nowhere. The coach saw it as a godsend and happily hired him. Talk about a chain of misfortunes. Poor guy. Yeah, Mashiba. And something else I kind of want to mention too, and I should have mentioned it in my recap, is at the end of 1261, Ippo can see Mashiba is ready for the world, and that's because he's crossed that line into becoming a monster. That's what I think it was signifying, but I'm hoping this is gonna wake Ippo the fuck up. But anyway, let's keep going here. That was an amazing defense title. Wait, hold on, warnings. That was an amazing title defense, and now for the interview of tonight's victor, Mashiba Ryo. This will likely be your last time wearing the belt. Hey, make sure my next opponent is someone strong. If possible, I want someone big boned and sturdy. Find me the toughest guy in the entire Oriental Pacific region. Sturdy? In the featherweights, I could take people down with my left alone. As a junior lightweight, it took everything I had to stop them. And finally, as a lightweight, I wasn't able to stop them at all, and that pisses me off. So, you are starting to feel like you're lacking in power? Now that I've gone up a couple of weight classes, my power should have increased as well. I want to test it out. Have I actually gotten more powerful? And if I'm short on power, is there a certain way I should adjust my fighting style? There's only one way to test it. So this is your bid to earn everyone's recognition and your ticket to the world along with it. No, saying you want the recognition isn't quite right. Even though you were suspended, there were people who never left you alone. You want them to see you shine. For the first time, you recognized everyone around you, recognized that you weren't alone. The reality is Mashiba's changed. That's right, Coach. He's finally started to call me Coach. I think it's safe to say this transformation is for the best. You've really grown. Coach, hey, Coach, yeah. What on earth are you doing, and why did it get so quiet in here all of a sudden? What the hell did you say? What did you do? Hey, this bitch didn't know what she was talking about, so I told her to do some research before asking dumb questions. I only asked you the logical next questions. Who will you fight next, and are you aiming for the world? And that is the problem. What, Mashiba? Your shit. Oh, God, you don't make no sense. Seriously, do you think if I say I want to fight that guy, it just magically happens? That's it's as simple as me as saying I want to challenge the world? It's a lot more than just one fighter's circumstances and wishes. Got it? Right. It costs money, and there's all sorts of political red tape involved. He's grown. Damn, Mashiba. Damn, dude, that is a good answer. Moving on then, what were those rumored free weaknesses that came up before the match? Well, all of a sudden, and done, you came out with an Oh, Mashiba's like, really? You're asking me that question? Why the fuck would I tell you? Like, but at the same time, it's like, Mashiba, you should have answered the question, because then people will know that, like, Mashiba is fucking invincible. You can't fuck with him anymore. But anyway, well, all of a sudden done, you came out with an overwhelming win. So from an outsider's perspective, we didn't learn anything. But could it be that you have already overcome them? Duh. Oh my God. 3 weaknesses, eh? Into the mic. Their scouting report on me wasn't half bad. They just were one short. One short. I see what you did. See what you did with this, Manga. One short? 1, 2, 3. What's the fourth? I see. Hey, the interview's still going. Don't just leave. I still have more questions. In that case, Coach, what are your future aspirations? What? Me? Future? I think I understand what that fourth weakness may be. And I kind of want to say it's Ippo himself. Because he didn't get to beat Ippo. And he, until he beats Ippo, I think there's just gonna be like this wall that's preventing him from like going to the next level, because he wants to have that sort of closure with Ippo, at least for me anyway. That's what I think. I have an announcement to make. We will be relinquishing the OPBF title in preparation for challenging the world. We're currently looking to schedule a match as soon as possible. Huh? What? What did he just say? Lightweight at the world level? That's a huge wall to climb. He said the world, the world. We need all of your support, so please, lend Mashiba Rio your strength. Oh, man. Damn right we will. So that's going to be your next match, right? This is the world we're talking about. There's no way we're going to miss it. And we got the cheers for Mashiba going on here. You know, I gotta admit, Mashiba's sure gotten popular, the bastard. Well, yeah, people love him for the same reason they love horror flicks and haunted houses. Oh, that was some slick shade right there. That was some serious shade. I mean, sure, his matches were always exciting, but with his personality, I just don't understand where all that popularity comes from. Speaking of personality, I started feeling a change after his last match at Ryogoku. How do I put this? It's like he's mellowed out a bit. I could feel more humanity from him. I agree with that. Even though he completely unleashed his inner devil during the Sawamura match, either way, his devilish power hasn't changed. I guess he's become more, able to hold on to his senses and keep his madness in check. So he's become a fusion of human and devil. And remember what I said, that that Mashiba like crossed that line that Ippo is afraid to cross to become and well, in this case, to tame the monster too, which is really just makes me hate the thing that's going on with Ippo even more, because Ippo is trying to suppress the demon within him instead of doing like what Mashiba and Intuit. I really want him to do what like Hinomaru did recently, which was tame the beast inside him. He embraced the beast and tamed it, which is what Ippo needs to do, and this is what Mashiba did. Anyway, racing forward fueled by madness alone for pumping the brakes a bit and staying under control. No one can say which is better. Well, if he was still like his former self, he would have snapped completely and forfeited the match. I wonder if that fourth weakness Mashiba was talking about was also thrown at him. Then would he have snapped? We don't even know what the fourth weakness is. Now it's bugging me. It's going to be haunting me in my dreams. It's Miyata-kun. Oh, Ippo. Oh, so it's not Ippo, it's Miyata. Interesting. Oh, Ippo? He's talking about Miyata-kun. I just know it. The first and only time Mashiba has been ever been riled to the point of fear was during the match in the Rookie King tournament. You know what? I gotta agree with that, and I feel like it's kind of and now that I think about it, I understand why it's not Ippo, because Ippo was it was shown during the fight that he overcame that weakness from Ippo. So now, the only thing he hasn't faced is Miyata. So anyway, let's keep going here. Yeah, that's got to be it. Looks like Marin missed out on that completely. Or did he only research Mashiba's title matches? Even if he had done all his homework, no one can possibly imitate that counter. That's so true. Yeah, I can't argue with that. The same announcer also interviewed Miyata-kun after his recent match, and although I feel kind of bad for her, because he said nothing really, thanks to that, I was able to make this connection, and now I finally understand. Understand what? I know it's a little late for this, but, well, quit holding, us in suspense. The reason why I lost. Yes. Oh God. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh man. After watching his former rival mature, what's going through Ippo's mind? This is good. Oh, let's get to chapter 1263 and see what it is, which is and 1263 is titled Forgotten Teachings, and Morikawa. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait for this. The reason that that he lost, he finally understands. He can finally tell them the reason you lost. Hold on, you've got 3 losses. You lost for the same reason every time? No, my loss to Dade-san was different. I'm talking about my recent 2 losses in a row. Recent? They were inevitable, really. The signs have been there since way before. To tell the truth, it wouldn't have been strange if I'd lost some time before. You You're saying that for that long you realized you were punch drunk? Oh my god, he is laughing. No. Quit worrying about why other people lost and maybe think about tonight's match instead. Didn't anything catch your attention? Oh yeah, that's right, my goal. Iga, he lost tonight, didn't he? Tai Kitamaro, you guys come too. Let's grab a drink and talk about it. I'll come too. The stuff that caught your attention isn't any use to us. Go be all sentimental on your own. Tai, oh my god, Kintamaro, hurry your asses up. But, Master, it's fine. Let them treat you to something great. Takamura-san was just here? Yeah, Takamura-san, holy shit. Takamura-san was just here? Yeah, he came in with some strange guy I'd never seen. It seemed like they were old friends. That guy's got friends. Oh, I love this manga. Anyways, what do you guys think of tonight's match? Kitamaru, this was the first boxing match you've ever seen, wasn't it? Something's really been on my mind. What is it? My name isn't Kintamaru, it's Kintaro. Translation note, Kintama means testicles. What? But whenever Takamura-san calls you that, you respond normally. That's because he's terrifying. You know, I don't blame him. I don't blame him because Takamura is scary. I totally thought it was Kintama this whole time. Are you too serious? Okay. All this unimportant stuff aside, tonight was a match between the OPBF champion and the Japanese champion, right? It's not unimportant. What happens to the belt now? Does he get both of them? That's something that the two camps come to an agreement on before the match. If both belts are on the line, then it becomes a unification match, and the winner becomes the unified champion and keeps both belts. However, since Mashiba is already beyond the OPBF, something like the Japanese belt is way beneath him. He's got no interest in the Japanese title, so this was just a basic OPBF title defense. On the other hand, even though he lost, Ika gets to continue being the Japanese champion, and if he'd won, he would have become the OPBF champion and got a nice world ranking to boot. This match was really a great deal for him. And I'm really goddamn annoyed. I want to know what Ippo realized. Meaning that Ika stays the Japanese champion and he keeps being my goal. Hold on a minute. Why not pick the winner as your goal? I'm only human. You want me to go? You want me to go after that monster? Humans only fight other humans. That's basic fucking logic. And this is why Ippo needs to get back in the ring, because Ippo, you can't suppress your monster. You can't pull a Hinamaru and suppress your monster, inner demon. It's driving me nuts that the manga's not going in this goddamn direction. The same direction as I'm telling you right now, Kawada has done it a lot better with Hinamaru Zumo. Not gonna lie. Ika's plenty strong, and he's got what I mean. Done it better is the plateau, because remember, for those of you that haven't read Hinamaru Zumo, Hinamaru hit a plateau and he was struggling in the tournament, and then he realized what he was doing wrong, and it was oh god, the way Kawada has done this tournament arc has just been fabulous. I'm telling you, go read Hinamaru Zumo and you will understand what I mean and why I wanted in Hajime no Ippo. Iga's plenty strong, and he got crushed like nothing. He fucked up taking that match, and look where it got him. Who wants to be destroyed like that? That's true, he certainly was destroyed, but Kimura-san, Master said that you put up a great fight before. Yeah, but your master not only put up a great fight, he won by KO. Master is so amazing, he went against Ani-san's big brother. He beat up that monster-looking guy. Did they seriously not know? It was not the kind of guy to talk big about himself. He tells us stories about when he was active every now and then, but it's always stories about how he lost. Even before when we cut him off, he was about to talk about why he lost and stuff like that. Man, I want to hear more stories of Master being cool. What he was about to say before, it wasn't like that. We've also considered retiring before, so we can relate at least a little bit. It's something you hear a lot in the boxing world. When a retired boxer watches a match from the outside, he starts to think, why couldn't I do that back then? Should I have done it like that, or maybe like this? And it usually ends up something like this. Now I realize what went wrong, and since I understand that, means I could do it. I could do better this time. I'm stronger than I was then. This time I can win, or something like that. Yes. Are we hinting about Ippo coming back into the ring? I just need this to happen. And then what usually happens? Did taking some time off and learning actually make them stronger? it's definitely true sometimes, but for most of them, it doesn't go well. Once you made the decision to cut out your feelings, even if you understand how to do it again, your body just won't listen. I think it's different in Ippo's case, though, because Ippo has kept up the extra, his training and stuff. So I kind of feel like it's different in Ippo's case. His one-time rival may have shown him something good and given him something to think about, but Ippo's really living a nice life now, so I don't want to hear it from him. Hear what? But he was about to say that... He misses it! Yes! 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 Finally! 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 The sound! Brett, you're retired. Yes, 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 yes. This is good. So I'm liking this direction here. Brett, you're retired. What the hell do you think you're doing? This is just review. Review of what? Now that I'm able to watch boxing from a distance, I was able to see more clearly. Watching Miyata-kun and Mashiba-san's matches, I noticed something they had in common. Something in common? Something that I'd forgotten. After I lost to Dottie-san, I searched for a solution. That was how I came up with the Dempsey role, but that's also how I lost it. And what is it? My left. Ooh, whenever those two were in trouble or panicked, without fail they would throw out a punch, and that punch was always a left. That way they never lost the initiative. They would make the first move and stay in control, but I always wanted to make... I always waited to make the second move. I only ever thought about slipping a punch and diving in. My strategy was always dodge, and then, as long as I could push in, I could hit them with the Dempsey roll. I was too conceited, too sure of myself. All I paid attention to was diving in. In the first place, what you taught me was hit before getting hit, but I had forgotten that. Yes. How did I let myself forget that? How did I lose something so simple? It's the most fundamental of the fundamentals, so why? I was so sure of myself. I was an idiot. Before I realized it, I had already ignored what you taught me. Losing was inevitable. The teachings that should have been more important than anything. No amount of attention or regret can recover them now. I'm going to say this. I feel like what's going to, or I shouldn't say feeling. I'm hoping the direction Morikawa's going to go in, and I'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to talk about these two chapters, though. I'm really, really happy that that Ippo had his epiphany on why he lost. He completely forgot about the basics. And I don't agree with this statement about at the end of the chapter 1263, which is the teachings that should have been more important than anything. No amount of intention or regret can recover them now. I don't believe that for a second. I think because Ippo has kept up with the training, because he's training his disciples, I feel like he could do it. I really do. I think Ippo can go back in. That's what I'm really hoping for. I really, really am. I hope Morikawa goes in that direction. It's kind of similar to, and speaking of Hinamaru Zumo, it kind of reminds me of of what Kawada did when Hinamaru was in his slump, and he forgot, because he was so focused on proving that he was better than Jino, that he totally forgot about having fun while doing sumo. I feel like it's like that kind of thing. But I'm very curious what you guys think about this chapter. Do you guys agree with the final statement that's in that Morikawa has here about the teachings that should have been more important than anything? No amount of attention or regret can recover them now. I'm very curious about that. But if you think that that's true to an extent, I don't believe it, because of he's still doing his training and stuff like that. He being Ippo, but I'm very curious where we're gonna go from here. I'm because for the longest time I thought it was more afraid of. Here's the thing. I'm curious if this is like Ippo's way of ignoring, the monster inside of him too. And that he was plateauing, but I don't know. Part of me thinks that this is kind of a deflection, so to speak. Very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel live so I could keep bringing you more Hajime no Ippo content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could join into my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, find me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.